name's Phil. That's Soham over there in the suit. And over there looking like an absolute rock star is he is an actual rock star. He has a great band. You should go listen to them. But shameless plugs aside, we're going to be your executive board for the ones that you're going to be dealing with mostly for Big Think AI. So welcome. And let's proceed with the information session. So who are we as a club? Well, we're the only AI club in UMD, and there's a bunch of other things about who we are. In reality, ultimately the goal of this club is to try and help you guys understand what AI artificial intelligence is about. And instead of going to the super theory heavy stuff that like some of your computer science classes may talk about, we're going to try to do things in a more slow and practical way so that you can understand, like, specifically how these things, and not just some calculus that you're for the next years. So what we're going to try and teach you is specifically how artificial intelligence models work in a practical sense, how you can use them on real world data sets, and how they're used in settings where getting a model up quickly matters more than dealing with all the theory and all that. If I'm right, recording. Manny should be. He is.
I'm gonna assume Manny's.
No, he's recording. All right. He's only going to be. So yeah, that's the whole goal of this club, really. So our team here, you'll notice a couple of them are absent right now, just because they couldn't really make it. Sid is our president, Chanel is our vice president, Keshav's here edge lead. Phil's Matthew, I'm your AI lead. Sandra over there is your Python lead, so I'm data science lead. Basically what all those three positions mean is that we're going to be alternating this. So we'll have weekly meetings, specifically 5:15 to 6:45-ish. I don't think they should ever run exactly all the way to 6:45. Kind of put the program in some upper time. Ideally they're going to run shorter, but in the case that's we have to start late for whatever reason, or we have some. And so you're going to see a lot of the three of us if you're doing the pioneer section, which I'll describe a little bit later. And the idea is that we're just going to be switching off and who's going to be teaching you what we're doing each or every so on. Next up is Manny. Manny is the voice of God. Say hi, God.
Yep. Hey there.
Yep, that's Manny. He's our operations manager. Manny's really the guy you have to talk to if you have any issues, say, with the Discord. So we communicate everything in terms of agenda and stuff like that through the club's Discord, which ideally all of you for. If you're not signed up for that, actually raise your hand right now. Yeah, get the link from one of us after, or someone sitting next to you, one of the two, because that's without that you're not going to be able to know what's. So yeah, we use Discord for communicating with everything. If you're having issues with that, Manny is the guy to go to. You can add him with like that operations. And also Manny is the person who is in charge of all the recordings and stuff like that. So he will make sure that those stuff. He's done a really good job of that in the past. He will make sure that all that stuff gets up in case you have a missed meeting, and you'll be able to, recap what we went over. Atharva is our marketing lead. If you ever see him see the dude popping in taking screenshots for you guys, that's not actually doing that. But if you see a guy popping in taking pictures every so often, that is Atharva. He's really good at helping us market ourselves and get the word out about this club. And then the other Keshav, we've got two of them, and they're both Keshav G. It's great. I can't get which is which in my head properly. But the other Keshav is going to be a web developer. Probably not going to talk to him too much, but yeah, he's another one of our team. So moving on. There's two sections of this club this semester. Pioneers and Edge. Keshav, Edge lead Keshav, because Edge lead Keshav's not here, so he can't really talk to you guys about Edge. I'll do like a quick alert at the end about it. But I can't really talk too much about that. So if you guys signed up for that, furiously message him. But since Soham, Samrat, and I are all in charge of Pioneer section, we're going to talk to you guys about the Pioneer. So what do we do? Samrat, do you want to take this part because you've been doing this in the past?
Sure. Slides. Next slide. Yeah. So essentially, my name is Samrat again. Essentially, pretty much what it says on the slide there. We basically train you guys from zero knowledge to machine learning and artificial intelligence. We seem to have a little bit of coding experience, stuff like if you know how to write a code, would be pretty much good. But we take it from the ground up. We teach you in the beginning half of the semester. We teach you stuff like how to code Python, how to take data, transform it, clean it up, and how do you feed it into machine learning model where it's called make prediction. So, the first half of the semester we do all that, and then the second half of the semester more hands-on activities and like coding stuff. So we eventually have, each semester we have a final project, a final coding project where we put you in groups or then at the end you guys present all your findings and your projects and stuff. It's really good stuff. A lot of people put it on their resumes. It's like the recruiting season, so it's always good to, have that knowledge. And yeah, I just want to emphasize the last point, we assume zero prior knowledge on data science, machine learning, all this from scratch. And also the second point where, we all here have somewhat experience in industry and research. But at the same time, we're not like qualified, we don't have any certifications to teach, so it's more like, think of it as like, peer-to-peer learning, just sharing knowledge and path so far. So there may be some hiccups here and there, but for the most part, we're gonna stay on track. Yeah. I don't know why I have a slide, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, I think we're talking about this.
Yeah, prior knowledge, if there is prior knowledge and basic programming skills in one language, then like 31. We lose much of the brain for that. We keep you Python, understand, need to know Python to keep you good. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good, cool.
Again, I don't know why.
Yeah, okay, so we have some redundant slides. Plans for the semester, that's summer, that's we're gonna teach you guys Python, we're gonna teach you guys how machine learning works. Ultimately, as you said, the entire end goal is that every semester we do a weekly competition at the end, which is more or less one by the learning project. If you guys have ever used Kaggle before, then you can find a data set there or some sort of data set that is around there. You guys produce a notebook, create some sort of model, you can look at the performance and look at some sort of price. So the idea is that you'll be able to walk away from this with like a real, like an actual experience with like some sort of model that you made on an actual data set. And moreover, so I am making a turnaround on this. Well, it's doing a little bit right in the back straight. Y'all can see I have no skills with these stupid things. Which is funny. You think the CS major would know how to use computers, but no, it does not. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, the entire goal is that you guys will have some sort of like real world model that is actually useful and not just some sort of toy example. For you guys to work on. And moreover, the idea is then that, it should be something where you guys are able to like collaborate. So it's going to be a group project. And the idea is that you guys will be able to collaborate with other members and understand, like in the real world, when you're working in a corporation or in some sort of job where you have to create a model as a team, how you go about developing it, how you go about presenting it to your, chief officers, directors, whatever, and showing that, hey, not only did I make something useful, it actually works as intended, and you should use it for X, Y, Z. So that's the ultimate.
I want to emphasize on like that last one, you just any experience working on a team is going to be very valuable experience if you ever going to work with tech, because if you do go to industry tech, 90% of your work is going to be in teams. Like having team skills is very essential, having your resume. Definitely has come up on multiple interviews I've done, I'm pretty sure these two have their fair share of having to explain how they have teams. So I think it's very valuable. Next slide.
Yeah, sure. So slides actually. So yeah, as mentioned before, our meetings are going to be 5:15 to 6:45 at the latest in this exact room. We will also be close. We will do things hybrid, just in case we can make it and stuff like that. So there will also be a Zoom link. For you guys coming in person, the teaching to a computer screen is kind of boring, but obviously if you're busy, if you've got anything, we have no way. So if you've got like, if you want to attend via Zoom, then go ahead. Moreover, all of our communication, as mentioned earlier, is through the Discord through the Discord. Again, if you have not joined that, please we'll just send you an invite so you can join. And also, is there a join link on Turtlink?
What do you mean join link?
Like, is there like a thing on Turtlink where you can click a button and we'll be like join the Discord?
I mean, there's a Discord link, but hey, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if you guys also, you can look at it on Turtlink and it should give you a link. I did. Hopefully that's again during tournaments. And yeah, I mean, we can go through a little bit about ourselves as well. Actually start off with some with this.
Why don't you start?
I've already turned the camera over to you, so it's your job.
All right, so yeah, I mean, I'll give you a usual speech spiel. I guess the most significant part of that, when I came, I'm a senior. I mean, almost a senior right now. Graduating kind of firstly me over freshman spring 23. But the main thing I want to emphasize that I came into CS major with zero coding experience. I was actually a marketing major beforehand. So really I want to emphasize that we're trying to build an inclusive environment here that yeah, if you have questions, please ask us, so, because like, I definitely can understand the person's perspective, but they don't say so, like how intimidating it can be. So I just want to emphasize that there are no stupid questions, frankly, the concept of stupid question is stupid in itself. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, that's what I want to say. I guess in terms of qualifications,
I was just saying, talk about yourself a little bit now.
save that for next meeting, but yeah, that's,
I mean, you can go through it if you want, I don't really care, I'm just saying.
we can save for next meeting.
All right, sure.
That's-
Cool, yeah. Next up we have, okay, I can type the things that work. Next up, my boy Soham.
Hi, my name is Soham. I am currently the data science lead here at Big AI. Thank you all for coming here. It means a lot to us. Especially since I know, I'm guessing the majority of you are comp sci people. And yeah, art sociology, not the most convenient place, but thanks for coming. Just a bit about myself. I am a computer science major, as well as being a double minor in advanced cybersecurity and statistics. With a specialization in data science. So I've also done projects in data science, which is why I wanted to join this club and help it in that aspect. I've also done internships at Capital One. Shout out to them. So hoping to bring some of that energy back here. And really happy to be here, excited. And I hope you guys are excited too.
Energy of what you have.
Yeah.
One like that.
I'm also statistics minor, just saying,
Yeah.
Both is
Alright, yeah, hi everyone, you've heard my voice enough already, so try to keep it brief. My name is Bill, computer science and now double major here, at Summer Center graduating in spring 23. In terms of past qualifications, I mean, worked in AI since I was like 16 or something. I've had internships with Hopkins and worked at community labs as well. There's some projects, papers, things like that. I do my PhD in the damn subject, like it's kind of just something I find really interesting and really enjoy working with. So, I'm hoping to impart some of that knowledge I've gotten to you guys and to teach you guys why to show you guys why AI is super interesting and why I love it. So yeah, with all that said about us, before I let y'all leave, just a quick blurb. If any of y'all are sitting there thinking, oh, I know how AI works. First, question yourself if you really do, because I used to think that, and then I realized I really didn't. But if you do, we do have the edge section. The idea is to be on the leading edge of projects. So the idea is that, like, if you have some sort of experience, you guys can prove. But what? No, he's not. He's sorry. That's why I'm talking. Yeah. So yeah, you guys would be able to form like some sort of like project groups and like work on like a more advanced project that you're choosing. Keshav is the guy you want to talk to. If you need to speak to him, ask him with Edge Lead, because we have 2 Keshav Gs that are that are on the board. So you're not really be able to find them that way. And yeah, again, if you have more questions about that section specifically, direct them all to him. Because neither of us. But with all that said, thank you guys for coming. Again, our next meeting is going to be here 5:15 next Thursday, and we're going to do an intro to Python. So as I said, we're going to teach you guys some Python. So we're going to do like a quick intro. It'll be really brief of something just like if you like how you do like equivalent operations that you may know how to do with Java or C or whatever in Python. So yeah, thank you guys for coming, and if you have questions, feel free to talk to us. Other than that, see you next Thursday.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.